Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. And we're not in our regular survival world today. Instead, we are in a different one, a realm actually. And this is the Frenchman's SMP realm. So yeah, this is a realm that I have with just a couple friends. And yeah, I just want to do a quick little tour of the place. So to begin, this is the spawn. And as you can see, we have a railroad which goes all the way to civilization, but we also have another portal which is connected up to the rest of the world. So we mainly travel by nether, but this railroad is here for the early game, and I have not used this in forever, so we're gonna quickly use it. We're not gonna use this is like really slow. So I gotta... Gotcha. So yeah, I wanted to get out of there for one. It's super slow, and two, there's actually something over here I need to show, and this is the like day one area where just a couple people settled before they moved, because living in a snow biome absolutely sucks. If you haven't done that before, it's terrible. The snow's everywhere, there's polar bears, strays, it's a nightmare. So this was Shadowkin's, one of my friends, starter base. It's just a simple house, and then across the street is Cheese. That's his base over there, unfinished. And I do have a plan for what to do with this area. So once Christmas comes around, I'm thinking we turn this into a nice Christmas village. And for some reason, there's a lot of cakes here. Actually, I do know the reason. It's because of certain someone known as Cake Man, a mysterious person on the server who we don't know who it is, but someone just goes around, places cakes, and I mean, it's kind of annoying because they're in the way, but I mean, it's free food, so it's not too bad. And then over here, this is Wild Mage or Damien's house. Nothing crazy, just a simple starter base that hasn't been touched in a couple months. Like most of the server, we have like probably like near 20 people, but really only like 3 or 4 actively play. So as we enter the main civilization, there's a lot to look at and a lot of unfinished builds. So just gonna do a quick fly around of the place, and then I'll point out certain stuff. So this area down here is this was my starter area, and then everybody just decided to move here because obviously there's grass. It's way easier environment than the harsh tundra. So everybody moved over here. So yeah, I started over here, and I quickly built just a couple things. I built this mine entrance down here, which is home to the mine down there, and then the villagers in here. Oh, there's some XP for some reason. And we have Bartholomew over here. And then this is my starter house over here. This house goes way back to 2022 on a different server, and I got the inspiration from that house from Mythical Sausage's Empire's SMP starter house. So you can probably see that a little bit if you've ever seen some of his videos before. I used to watch him frequently. Not so much anymore, just haven't found the time. And here we got our first diamond that we ever got in this world. And we got a nice little kitchen. It's lacking some details, but I haven't used this in months, like it's been so long. And up here is what was supposed to be the bedroom, but I completely forgot to do it, and we just have a single red bed in the corner here, because that's all you need for a bedroom apparently. And we got a little viewing spot out here. And then what else? Yeah, downstairs there isn't much. This was full of chests, but then I broke them all and moved them to my main base. And yeah, there's a bunch of furnaces down here. All the types of workbenches you might need. Is that a note block? Oh, it's a jukebox. I was wondering. Is there anything in there? No. But yeah, that's my starter base, and then over here, this whole area is... I'm actually going to be working on this. But I built this cathedral. I started building it in like the first 2 weeks, and then I completely forgot about it. But I will be finishing this eventually, probably very soon. Yeah, and then around, there's just a couple things. There's like a pumpkin farm here. There's a sugarcane farm under here, and we'll add some buildings eventually. So as you can see, those yellow ones are going to be for the auto farms. And then there's a couple things. There's a little farm down here, and we got a dock where I did some fishing. This is just a little fishing hut that I set up. Yeah, literally labeled fishing hut. That's the most boring name, most unoriginal name I could have come up with. Just fishing hut, because why not? And we got a bunch of camels and horses and skeletons that just want to attack me for some reason. Take care of them first. Need to find a bed. I think there's a bed right here, right? Yeah, right here. And then over here, there's just a bunch of bases over here and a weirdly shaped house that I don't really want anyone to see. But yeah, there's just a bunch of unfinished bases here. Just a bunch of inactive players that really don't play much. And then moving on, we have the pub and hotel, which Cheese made and never finished. So there isn't much in here. Maybe in the future, but I guess this is just a place for new players. I need a place to stay. And then there's a gladiator arena down here, which we haven't used yet. We have to use this eventually. Nobody's used it yet. And then up here, this is Shadowkin's farm. He used to have a house up here, but that was demolished. Then he built this floating island, which is really cool actually. I really do like this floating island. Sure, it probably needs some detail, but I think it's a really valiant effort. And then he moved on to one of the most impressive builds on the server, and that is his walled castle, walled city. I don't even know what this is. I guess it's just a fort with a wall around it. So I guess a castle. It's pretty much what a castle is. But yeah, this is his base. Once again, unfinished, but it's really cool though. I really like this. I think just the sheer scale of this thing is just pretty crazy. And yeah, it's going to look better as time goes on, as it gets finished. And then over here is the campsite, and we built this, Cheese and I built this in like a day. And it's unfinished, but it's just an area where I guess we'll tell campfire stories and just chill. And yeah, just have a nice time. So we have this really cool RV that he made. I really like this. I think it looks really, really cool. And we got a bunch of music discs that we will play to make just the place very creepy. And yeah, feel very alive. We got a tent down here. And a bunch of unfinished trees, which I just copied the trees that are in my Forever World onto here because I was too lazy to come up with a new design. So over here, this is Cheese's gunpowder farm. And then over here is his main base, which he decided to make after I made a water base, which I'll show you in a second. And once again, not finished, but I think this is it's really cool though. But I think it's really cool. It's kind of got this Atlantis theme. I think he's going to make this thing go underwater eventually. So yeah, really cool base. So we're going to move on to my favorite build on the server, which is also my base. And this is my water base, which I've nicknamed my home dome because it's my home and it's in a dome under the sea. And over here is a guardian farm, which I needed to get a bunch of dark prismarine because it is a pretty prevalent building material in that base. So yeah, as you can see, guardians spawn down here. They get shot up, there's a trident killer, and they all die. And then over there is a mob spawner. But moving on, this is my base. So as you can see, this is a kind of futuristic underwater base, and honestly, this is probably my favorite base I've ever made in Minecraft, even more than the one in my Forever World. Like, I don't know, it just looks really cool. And there's still details I can add to this. There's always more, but overall, this thing's like 99% done. But as you can see, this main section is my storage room, and I only use like half of these chests, so I definitely went a little overboard, but it doesn't hurt to have more. Then in here is a sugarcane and bamboo farm. Not an automatic one, but just a simple manual one that I use to get all the stuff I need. Mainly for the paper. The bamboo's not that useful, but if I need the blocks, I can get it from here. Then in here, this is where all the drops from the Guardian farm go, so they all come down here. I forgot to mention, the whole point of this base is just, you know, it's not really a base, you know, to live in. It's more of just a factory, I guess you could call it, because as you can see, there was farms over there, and there's farms everywhere else. So in here we have a pumpkin melon farm, not the most productive one, but it's a small one. And yeah, this base isn't, you know, like heavy industrial, like max producing. It's just, you know, just small farms that get the job done, nothing crazy. But yeah, we have pumpkin melon farm, iron farm right there, as you can see. Gets me all the iron I need in this world. And then over here there's a couple more farms. We have just some crops over here. We got nether wart, and then the wheat, potatoes, and carrots. And then down here there is a cactus farm, which gives me green dye, and then we have a cocoa bean farm, which gives me brown dye. So yeah, not the most productive base in the world, but that's not the point. Like, I didn't really care about productivity in this base. I just wanted to make a really cool underwater base, as I've never made an underwater base. And then in here is my wool farm. So about that 99% complete base, this is what I mean. As you can see, it's not done yet, but this is the wool farm. There's a bunch of sheep in there. They get sheared automatically. The wool gets dispensed and gets sorted through an auto sorter. As you can see, it works pretty well. We have 4 sheep for every color, and if you just AFK here, you get a ton of wool. There's more wool here than I'll ever need. Then if we go past the campsite, right over here behind Cheese's base, we enter the gaming district. So this is just a little area where we build mini games, and I built the majority of them. I built that, and that unfinished one. And I'm also helping Cheese with this Haunted Mansion, which is going to be our Halloween themed game, I guess, for this world. And as you can see, it's incomplete, but it's a work in progress. And yeah, it's going to be, I think, kind of like an escape room in a sense. You're just going to solve your way through it, try and get past all the problems and whatnot. Yeah, that's the Haunted Mansion. We're gonna be finishing that up, probably on video too. I'm gonna make some Let's Play videos. We might do some episodes finishing that up on camera. And then down here we just have a shooting range. This is actually from my other world that I made 2 years ago, if you remember that series. I don't know if you do. But yeah, that was a long time ago. And then over here is Ender Ball. So this is just a game where you throw ender pearls and try and land on the platforms. Let's see if we can do it. It's been a while since I tried, so we'll see. I think that's good. No, it's too short. Okay, I'm gonna give myself one more try. It can be really tough at first, but once you get the trick of how to do it, it's actually pretty easy and you can nail it almost every time. So we'll have to do a video where we play this game. So yeah, I'm very rusty. I haven't done it in a while. Like I've gotten like 16 in a row where I haven't gotten it, but then as soon as I get it, I can get like 3 or 4 in a row. Yeah, over here we have chicken drop, and you may wonder why it's called chicken drop, and that is because we have a bunch of chickens down here. They run around, they hit the pressure plates, and that will send a signal which makes a wool piece pop out, and these wool pieces are worth different points. And yeah, you just run around, collect them, and whoever has the most points wins. And over here is the starter house. Nothing special, just a starter house because we needed somewhere to stay because this place was super dangerous early on. And then over here, this is a unfinished mini game. I'm not sure what this was. I was thinking like some sort of PvP mini game. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if anyone's watching. I don't know, my videos barely get any views, but yeah, let me know what I should turn that into. That's the gaming district. And then actually, hold up, I want to use the nether because I haven't showed the nether. So as you can see, I went crazy and just built really nice looking nether highways. Not the most crazy design, but it works really well. The only problem is I do need to add carpet or something to stop piglins from spawning because they are becoming a real nuisance. So this is the spawn portal over, not spawn portal, shopping district portal, my bad. And yeah, here's the shopping district, just a bunch of shops where nobody, absolutely nobody, I mean there isn't much people on here, so there is a high demand of shoppers, but nobody buys my stuff. So as you can see, this is Bomber's Bargain Deals. This is my starter shop that I've expanded out here. Over here is the dirt shop, which I built in the last week, maybe 2 weeks, but because apparently dirt is the most in-demand item in the entire server. Make that make sense. Dirt of all things is more in demand than iron. But yeah, we just sell dirt here. It's just a dirt shop, it's nothing special. And then I have my favorite shop here, which is my wool shop. And this is just, I had to put this here because my wool farm was working too good, so I just built this and put wool in here. People don't really buy it too much, but sometimes. And then we just have a couple shops. We got Cheese's Firework Emporium, which I do regular shop at, but not really much anymore since I have my own source of gunpowder with the mob farm. Over here we have Shadow's Beef Shop, which I sometimes buy from. And then he's also got a redstone shop down here. And then here we have the Realm, and then over here we have the Realm Cleanup Office, or the RCO. And if it looks familiar in any way, that is because it is, because we completely stole the idea from the Permit Office in Season 10 of Hermitcraft. Yeah, there isn't many original ideas on this world, it feels like. But it's the same premise, just terrible customer service. But instead of dealing with permits, we deal with more keeping the server clean, so like HOA, kinda. This is what this is. So as you can see, entrance close to remodeling, please use back door. You go around here and you figure out that there is no back door and that we wasted your time. So now you have to break in, and every time you break in, it is a 10 diamond fee. So you have to pay to replace the door. And inside it works the same way. We have out of order laptops, so nothing works here. Things are constantly breaking. We used to have the crap top here, but that broke, of course, because it's a piece of crap. And then, yeah, we have some forms to fill out here. And what do we have? We have a complaint box here. Let's just put a bow because I don't have a piece of paper, but if you have a complaint or suggestions, hit that button and it disappears forever. Over here we have some concessions. So we have stale saltines, animal crackers, and gumballs. Yeah, you gotta have some food here as you wait, because you're gonna be waiting here a long time. And then back here we have my office, and we have Rufus here, the assistant manager. So I'm the manager and then he's the assistant. And then this is the RCO, Mr. Cheese. And yeah, that's pretty much everything we have in this world. Like, there's a couple more farms here and there. There's an Enderman farm and some hidden stuff around, but I can't go over everything in this video, so that'll have to do for another video. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of this series. I think we're going to start doing some videos on here, as well as our regular world. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, like I said, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode, which will be coming out in probably a couple days. So I will see you guys very soon.